All right, golfers, time for another quick tip. We're out here at my short game complex, and the question is, on a simple shot, should you chip or should you pitch? And my answer to everybody almost every time is you always want to chip because more ground time and less air time is easy. How do I know that? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $20 if you could throw a golf ball into either the green circle or the red circle. Which would you pick? Of course, we'd all pick the green circle. It's right in front of us. So if we know which club to hit, in this case a little 9-iron, we can just chip the ball onto the green and let it run up like a putt. It's a much easier way to hit the shot. It's more predictable. There we go, right in. Simple as that. Come out and practice at the Kevin Haime Golf Center. I hope that helps you decide. Chip instead of pitch. Last week on Quick Tips, we talked about softening the arms, and that gives you a little more rhythm and timing and energy as well. Today we talk about how bad it is to straighten here, and I see this a lot. People hike this shoulder up. Remember, when you stand over a golf ball, you don't want too much angle here, and you sure don't want to be tense. So let's bring those shoulders down and soften them, and then we have a little tiny bit of spine tilt in golf. About, 2 to 4 degrees with an iron and maybe 4 to 7 with a driver. But that's how we get that angle to our shoulders, not by hiking up. That's very unnatural and tense. We get it by just tilting our spine back ever so slightly, and then let those shoulders drop. Take the air out of them. Let them go closer to the ground. That's your quick tip for today. Next time you're hitting golf balls, try to look more like this over the ball, not like this. All right, time for a quick tip, and one of my favorites because it's cheap, easy, and makes a lot of sense. So that's a good thing for you. Width of stance has to be consistent all the time when you practice if you want to hit the ball more consistently. You got to have the proper alignment, proper grip, proper width of stance. Students will come to me and they're a little narrow. I say, let's go a little wider. They come back 2 weeks later, they're too wide. Then I say, let's narrow it up a bit. They're too narrow. Back and forth like ping pong. So just do this. Take your alignment stick and put some little colored tapes on them to remind you where you want to be when you practice. Then you know you've taken another element out and you can play better golf. All right, golfers, time for a quick tip, and we got a great question on Facebook about grip pressure. I've heard that baby bird softness in the tube of toothpaste. I don't like that. I actually hold my grip about a 6 or a 7 out of 10, and the secret to that is to have the golf club in your fingers more and not in your palms. When it's in your palms, it feels like you've got to squeeze, you get a lot of tension, but here's your little test, right? If you hold your fingers like this and squeeze them as hard as you can, your wrist is free, there's no tension in the arm. If you grip like this, if you have the club up in your palm and make a fist, there's all kinds of tension and a lack of movement in the wrist. So the problem might be the golf club's in the wrong spot in your hand rather than you're holding it too tight. Work on your grip, get the golf club in your fingers, keep it nice and secure, and then you can move around and swing. Try this little test out, it's pretty cool. That's your quick tip for today, everybody. Hope it helps you. All right, golfers, time for another quick tip. If I go to throw this ball, I allow my arm to flow and move and my wrist. That's athletic, it's rhythmic, it can be strong too. Why do golfers all feel like they want straight arms? You see what happens when I straighten this arm, this shoulder kind of hinges up. That inhibits rotation, it inhibits wrist hinge. Next time you're practicing, you want your arms to stay extended, but you want them soft. That softness will allow for more rotation, it'll allow for rhythm. It'll be more athletic. Next time you're practicing, soften it up, shake those arms up, keep them extended. They can't fold up like lawn chairs, but don't stiffen them and straighten them either. That's your quick tip for today. For more tips like that, you can check me out at Kevin Haime on Twitter or any social media platform.